Hey everyone, thanks for watching. So the reason I am going out of my way to make these videos is in case there's anyone out there just like me who's first time backpacker, but you've done some research and you're feeling a little overwhelmed on where to start. And I think one of the biggest things that I've learned so far is just to start. Just it's like having that essay paper to write, for homework, right? And you're like, I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't know what I'm going to do it on. I don't know how to do it. But you find that when you get up and you actually start it, then things start flowing. And so it was the same way for me. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, but I kind of felt like I couldn't go by myself. God provided some people around me though that are interested in it, so we're all super stoked gearing up towards having a girls trip this summer. So I just quickly want to show you where I'm starting with my gear. I don't at all, I'm not professing to be a professional, and I'm not saying that this is the best gear and the only gear. This is gear that I've chosen to go with because of budget, because of convenience, or what I think appeals to me, and without going out and spending thousands and thousands of dollars on the best gear, just giving myself a starting point in case I don't like it. Then there's no loss. So yes, I'm going to go through all my gear. Again, just where I started, not where I'm suggesting you start, and I'll give some of the reasons why I started there and why I chose certain gear. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so you can see that I have it all laid out here on my bed. First of all, let's start with the pack. I have no idea what brand this is, but this is the first pack that I picked up. And I got this from Walmart, and the reason that I picked it up was because I was just starting to get into backpacking, and I had a gift card, and so it ended up only costing me out of pocket $8. And so I brought it home, or I got it shipped to me, and I was super excited about it. But when I got it home, I noticed something that I didn't like about it right away. Was one, it had nowhere for my hydration pack, which I had decided I wanted to take. And the second thing was that these straps here don't have a whole lot of tension, I guess. You'll notice in the other strap how in the other pack how stiff these are. And so when I put it on right away, I could tell that it really wasn't grabbing my hips, which means a lot of the weight is not going to be on distributed properly. It's going to be up on my shoulders, which is one of the reasons I have put off backpacking so long, because years ago I backpacked when I was a sophomore, and I had an external frame pack, which I just remember it just digging into my shoulders the whole time, and I couldn't understand why anyone would want to go backpacking. But my husband and other people have reassured me that it really matters on the pack. So I decided I would keep this pack and use it as a second pack for my daughter or for my husband or whoever goes with me, and that I was going to get a new pack when Christmas time came around and I had Christmas money to spend. So I picked this one up from Big 5, and it is a Pinnacle 60 liter. Now I don't know a whole lot about brands, but this was the last one left in stock, and it was right within my budget. And also I had a $20 coupon that day, so I was able to get something that was $20 more than my budget. So I paid about I'm going to say $70 for this pack. And right away when I put it on, and you can see that this has a much different frame than the other one, but right away when I put it on, I could tell that this was a lot more stiff. It's much harder to bend, and I could feel it really grab around my waist, which helped me feel at ease that this was going to help distribute the weight better. So that is why I chose that pack. Really no professional reason why, other than some experience and what I tried on a couple other packs. This one seemed to really just wrap around my body and grab me in the way that I needed it to. Okay, so I got my hand sanitizer and this little cool thing that I picked up. This part right here is your flint, and you can start a fire with that. It comes apart and you can shave at it and it'll start a fire. And then you got a compass. This over here is a whistle, And of course, the whole entire thing is made out of paracord in case of an emergency where you need paracord, which is awesome. I think I picked this up on Amazon, a pack of 2 for $12. And you see I had the other one attached to the other pack. Okay, so then the next thing is my sleep system here, which I chose the Hike and Bikes down sleeping bag. I believe it goes to 15 degrees. At first, I bought a different one that was synthetic, not down, and again, because I didn't know what I was looking for as a backpacker, I purchased that one. It compresses really small. I'll probably do a video on that one versus what I paid for this one. But it did not compress as small, and it was also almost a pound heavier. So because I'm first time, I want to go as light as I can. I had a couple extra dollars left over in my Christmas money budget, and I thought, you know what, I get cold really easy. I want something that is going to be lighter in my pack and offer me more warmth. So this is why I chose this. And again, I'll do a video more on the sleeping bag and why I chose this one over the synthetic one, and how easy they are to compress, because as a woman I was thinking, gosh, I don't know, my husband's not going to be on the trail with me. How am I going to be strong enough to pack it up in here? And this, what you're looking at, I have packed this one myself. So if you're first time backpacker wondering how difficult that is, trust me, if I could do it, you could do it. Okay, and then I have my inflatable sleeping pad and sleeping pillow. I really wrestled with whether or not to get one of these, and the reason is I just kind of felt like it was going to be a luxury item, and I really wanted to limit how many luxury items I take because I don't want a whole lot of weight. However, after watching so many videos, many people just said, you know, don't go cheap on your sleep system. You know, after a long day of hiking and backpacking, you're going to want to relax properly. So I kind of, at first I thought I would use my extra clothes in a bag like this as my pillow. But again, they kept telling me over and over and over again in their videos, get an inflatable pillow, especially if you're a side sleeper, you need an inflatable mattress. And I am a predominantly side sleeper. So I chose to go with this, and really doesn't weigh very much, and I was able to repack this myself, so I know that it's easy to pack up in there. Okay, so that's my sleep pad and my pillow. And like I said, this bag here is just my extra clothes. It's just like socks. I have like my sleep socks because I am super cold at nighttime always. I remember any memory I have of camping always is cold feet. So I have my super warm socks. And then there's just like sleep clothes that I went with. There's a common saying that I learned through so much research and watching videos that cotton kills. And so basically, it just because of hypothermia reasons, hikers and backpackers try to wear clothes that aren't cotton, meaning you're wearing more polyester or wool or whatever other options there are. And so in that bag, I made sure that it was something I could wear for sleeping, as well as, hey, if something happens to the clothes that I'm wearing that day, that can also be used as an extra change of clothes. So I don't mind wearing, it for nighttime or being seen wearing that during the day. Okay, so next is just my camp shoes, which between the time I go and now, I might be able to get a different pair, but for now that's just there in case, somebody comes along and says, hey, let's go backpacking. my bag is packed. So I'm taking a hat, and then here is my rain gear. It's just a cheap set for now because, in case I have it. Or in case I need it while I'm on the trail, but I'll probably invest in, I think they're called Frog Togs later. Okay. So then again, like I was saying, my memories of camping always is cold feet. So I'm a real sissy about that. So I decided to bring these, which these are also great for just putting in your pockets and putting your hands in your pockets and keep your hands warm. So I'm going to make room in my bag for those because I love those. This is tape or whatever you call it to fix my tent or my sleep system, okay, in case of a hole, the flashlight. And this is just a basic first aid kit is what I have for now, but I need to upgrade if I'm going to continue backpacking. And there's my cat, who's just so desperate to be in this in this video. I've told her to get down 3 times and she just keeps coming back. Okay, we'll go back to the tent in a minute. So I have 2 handkerchiefs here. Done some research on one of these should actually go over here, and that's my hygiene kit, also known as poop kit. It's got some different things in there for going to the bathroom, freshening up, and so this will also be there for going to the bathroom. And this one here will just be an extra hanky in case I need to wipe my face after I eat or something. Who knows? The tons of videos that I've seen, they say hankies, hankies, hankies. Bring them, all different size flavors, that they're useful for all sorts of things. And so this I picked up today from the dollar store. It's super lightweight, and I thought, you know, one of the things I wanted when I thought about doing the sleep pad was I was just going to get the ones that you roll up. They're kind of this thinner version of this material here, and you see them often tied to the exterior of someone's pack. And I thought, because that's cool, because then I can just use it if I'm sitting, taking a break. I can sit down on it, and I don't have to worry about digging into my backpack. So, but then since I chose that one, I'm not gonna, every time I take a rest, inflate that so I can sit down on something. So I got this, and I'm going to find a way to put it into my pack where I can access it quickly and easily. This is my mess kit. I did a video. It's the Odoland 6-piece set, and then there is my fuel canister right on top. So I'm not going to get into that. If you're interested in seeing which mess kit that I have and went with, there's a video under my hiking backpacking playlist, and you can see that and how I set it up and how it works. And then I'm taking this journal, which was just given to me the other day by a good friend of mine who we met by divine appointment, and we actually have become hiking partners. And she is an experienced backpacker, and so we're going to be doing some backpacking this summer, and she wanted to give me this journal to journal all of my experiences as I go out. So this will always be in my backpack. I do not have my food yet, so this is just going to be base weight, but you know, I definitely wanted to make sure when I'm thinking about being outside of my comforts, which necessities I really want to take with me. And so one of those is peanut butter, haha, and I think I have 2 of those in here actually. And the other thing I couldn't imagine backpacking without, which maybe I'll get to share with someone one day, would be these things right here. So those are the essentials, and that's just to remind me that this is my snack bag. And of course I need to still get a bear canister or a bear bag depending on where I'm going, but haven't really looked a whole lot into that yet. This is my polyester beanie, which also doubles as a headlamp, which I'm in love with. Not sure how long it's going to last, which is why I have another flashlight there. But I bought this at Best Buy for like 15 bucks, and I was super, super excited about it. Anyway, this is my water filtration system, and I put the package here so you can see which one it is without having to open it up. It is the Sawyer Mini, and again, I've done quite a bit of research, you know, online, which filter should I get. I almost went with the LifeStraw, but this kind of has the same option as a LifeStraw and more, which is why I chose this one. I've yet to use this. I talked to my backpacking experience friend that bought me the journal, and we're going to make it a point to do some sort of day hike where I can learn how to use my filtration system. Okay, and like I said, this is my hygiene bag, and my, we'll just call it hygiene hanky. So that's my poop shovel, which I'll probably transfer this one over to my extra bag and get one that's collapsible, takes up less space. And so I just have some wipes here. Unscented. I heard that you should have unscented wipes because of bears. I didn't know bears would be attracted to wipes, but hey, whatever. So I got some unscented wipes, which are good for wiping, but also, like, you know, wiping sweat off your body or whatever. Who knows? So I chose to use that. And then my my extra baggies, because you have to pack out your trash. And also these baggies too. These are just for picking up dog poop, but I use these with my kids for their diapers. I would carry these rolls around with me in the diaper bag because it's cheaper than buying the actual ones that they give you for diapers. So so yeah, this will be for, you know, I'm wiping, and then I you know, if I have to wipe something gross, I put it in here, and then put these into the Ziploc bag and pack out my trash. And these I'm debating on. They're just tissues, but I kind of have my hanky now. Those were put in there in the beginning. And I brought my toothbrush and toothpaste because I can't imagine life without that. Maybe one night, but not two. There's no way. So this is my tent right here. I believe it was around 4.5 pounds total. Really, it doesn't even feel like that to me. I've set it up once already, and I plan to do a video on setting it up and my review on liking it. Anyway, it is a 2-person tent, and it's got the, I forget the proper name that they call it, but it's got the doorways on both sides, which I chose because I really don't want to go by myself, so I'll usually always have someone with me, whether it's my daughter, a friend, or my husband. And so that way we don't have to crawl over each other to get out. So the doors are on both sides, and it's got a like a vestibule or something they call it for our gear on both sides. So I thought that was really cool. Anyway, it's super simple to set up. I've already set it up once, and I was able to get right back into the bag the same shape and size. So again, I will post a video on what my tent looks like completely set up. Something else that I want to mention, I didn't have it here. Let's see. Oh, I bought this here. I bought this, which is a rain cover, and I think I paid like $5 for it for my pack. And I was watching a video where the lady said, you know, she always packs her extra clothes and her sleeping bag inside of a trash bag that is waterproof. And I thought, well, I have a rain pack. I guess I don't need to do that. But she was saying that the rain pack is, or the rain cover is going to protect your pack from rain. However, if you have a hydration bladder and it starts leaking, nothing is protecting the inside of your gear, especially your sleep your sleep system and your extra clothes. And so I've really taken that into account, and when my when I pack that into my bag, it's going into a trash bag. And then also my clothes, I just line with this on the inside of it, so it's kind of similar to a contractor's bag. So yeah. I also wanted to mention, when I was talking about the rain cover that I got for the pack and how I use the trash bags. So it wasn't until this video, when I was laying everything out on the bed and I had my backpack here like this, and I stress this because I'm a noob and others might be also, but I realized I have a zipper down here, which I never noticed before, and it says rain cover on it. So I open this, And guess what? My backpack already came with a rain cover. So that extra one that I have now goes to my other pack, which did not come with one. Okay, so you never know. Check the bottoms, make sure that they come, or see if they come with a rain cover before you go spending money on one, because you just never know. So yeah, that is my base, my basics that I'm taking with me for right now. I will make updates and post on what gear worked for me, what didn't, what I wish I would have taken, and what I wish I wouldn't have taken, and so on. But I'm going to pack all that in my bag and get a base weight.